The key felt heavy in Akito's palm, a small piece of silver that promised a world of his own. Standing before the door of apartment 302, the hallway smelled faintly of floor wax and old wood. He took a deep breath, the crisp air of independence filling his lungs. Behind him, the life he knew, the breakfast smells, the shared laughter, and his mother's constant reminders, was miles away. With a click and a turn, he stepped into his new life. The apartment was smaller than it looked in the photos and much quieter. Akito sat on the floor, surrounded by a fortress of cardboard boxes that held his entire existence. He realized then that moving out was more than just carrying things. It was the sudden absence of noise. No one was calling his name to set the table. There was only the hum of the refrigerator and the ticking of a clock he hadn't yet unpacked. Hunger arrived like an uninvited guest. Akito wandered into the kitchenette, expecting to find a pantry stocked with his favourite snacks. Instead, he found 3 empty shelves and a fridge that contained nothing but a single, lonely carton of milk. He sighed, realizing that if he wanted to eat, he had to be the one to provide. The transition to adulthood was going to be measured in grocery trips and meal prep. The grocery store was a labyrinth of choices Akito had never had to make. Did he need the extra strength detergent or the mountain spring scent? Why were there 10 different types of salt? He clutched his phone, staring at a budget app he'd downloaded that morning. Every item added to his cart felt like a lesson in economics. He was no longer just a student of books, but a student of survival. Carrying the groceries and a mountain of laundry at the same time proved to be a tactical error. As Akito struggled toward the communal laundry room, a stray sock escaped the pile, followed by a t-shirt. He groaned, stooping to grab them, only to have a hand reach out and beat him to it. He looked up to see a young man with a friendly, tired smile holding his favorite striped shirt. Haruki lived in 305 and had been at the college for 3 years. Seeing Akito's confusion, he gestured toward the complicated array of dials on the industrial washing machine. "The trick is the permanent press setting," Haruki explained, his voice calm and seasoned. "And don't bother with the expensive pods. The powder works just as well." Akito listened intently, grateful for a guide in this strange new territory. Night fell, and the reality of college coursework set in. Akito sat at his desk, the glow of his laptop the only light in the room. His eyes burned from hours of reading. The silence of the apartment, which had felt lonely earlier, now felt heavy. He missed the sound of his father's evening news and the clinking of dishes. He was learning that being an adult meant choosing to keep going even when you were tired. While searching for a notebook in the last box, Akito found something he hadn't packed. It was a small ceramic pot containing a hardy succulent,